Hello, I'm Terri Kellums, and I go live every day at 2 o'clock Arizona time. I live in southern Arizona, so southeast of Tucson, close to the Mexico border. We are in monsoon season. It's nice. We've been having some little daily showers, and it brings the temperature down. It's been very, very lovely. Let's see if we can get anybody on here today to join me. We're going to do just a quick one today. I just have a couple of things I want to talk to you about. How's everybody doing today? All right, I'm going to jump in. I just got a couple of things. I don't even know if they're all really related. Hey there. Thanks for joining. I don't even know. Maybe I can find a way to pull them all in together, but they were just a few random thoughts that were going through my head today. So first of all, in a previous live, I started going down the path of whether you're an introvert, an extrovert, or somewhere in between. And in typical midlife style, I got off on a tangent and never went back to that. So I want to circle back to whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. And let me know in the comments which one you are. This is actually probably a very great business for somebody who's an introvert. You don't have to go live every day like I do. In fact, you can even do a faceless account if maybe you have a job where it's kind of like a no-no to go on social media and promote another business. We have a whole section in our training inside the program that's strictly for people who want to do a faceless digital marketing account. In fact, it's very trendy right now, and they seem to be doing very, very well, but it kind of ties into the people who don't feel comfortable coming on camera every day, showing their face, and it gives them a way to still do the business and remain very introverted and very private. So there's that. So I did want to circle back around and finish that random thought. Let's see. Hi there. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't mind being in front of the camera. I was a podcaster for 3 years. It was easier to be behind the microphone than it is to be in front of the camera. But when I was a kid, I think I might have been a little strange. My mom never told me I was, but I'm kind of wondering now that I look back at a few things. Do you guys remember the Pearl Drops toothpaste? And I think it was Listermint mouthwash. They had these very distinguishable commercials. These very stand out, made you remember them commercials. And I used to sit in the bathroom mirror and do those commercials. So yeah, I think I might have been a strange child, but maybe it was just preparing me for this very moment in life at age 54. Who knows? But yes, you can do this as an introvert with a faceless account, or if you're someone a little more extroverted. People that go live also tend to build their accounts a little faster and are a little more successful. Speaking of which, if you have not joined my YouTube channel yet, I'm going to ask you if you would support that. If I get 50 subscribers, I can go live. It's a new account, so it's tough growing. It's tough growing over there. But Instagram has announced that they're not really supporting long form videos, so YouTube is the place to be for that. Did y'all know that YouTube is owned by Google? Let me know in the comments if you knew that. I learned that within the last couple of months. Thought that was interesting. So today, I have a story. I have been preparing the walls. We're moving out of our rental home. I've been taking in fact, behind me, you can see it on the counter right there. I've been preparing the walls by doing the spackling, where they put the screws or whatever. My stepson was so kind when we first moved in to help me hang all my pretty things on the wall so it would start to feel like home. And he used the drywall anchors. I didn't know that you could remove those. So I started spackling over them yesterday. I made a huge mess. So I've been going back and figuring out how to do them a little bit more neatly. And it got me thinking that I have 4 daughters, all grown. The youngest one lives in Flagstaff. She went to college there and never came back. I always like to say that. It sounds kind of funny though. But no, she loves Flagstaff. She loves the outdoors, and they have a lot of snow up there, and she loves doing all that kind of stuff. So she's very well suited for the Flagstaff area. But I have 4 daughters, and I would say one stands out more than the rest when it comes to what I'm about to say. But she tends to not want to do something that she's not good at right away. Are you like that? Like, I was trying to think, like, did she get that from me? Am I like that? I always want to like check myself and see if I'm having a blind spot for something that I do as well. But I was thinking about it in the terms of digital marketing. So when I was first doing podcasting, like before I even put out my first episode, I got the advice from another podcaster that you should not listen to any of your episodes until you reach 50. And then you can go back and listen to some of them, and you'll probably cringe at how terrible you were at the very beginning. But then by that time, at the 50 mark, you'll be so much more confident in your abilities and skills that it won't bother you so much to go back and listen to some of the early ones. So I thought that was great advice. But I think it's the same thing for digital marketing. If you are joining or thinking of joining digital marketing, and you're very inexperienced in social media marketing of any kind, if you've never marketed a business, if you've never tried to do affiliate marketing or promote anything online, there's a learning curve. You remember when we were all learning how to ride our bikes for the first time? They gave us training wheels, right? So we wouldn't just like hop on the bike and crash. I don't even think we wore helmets when I was learning how to ride a bike. I'm pretty sure we did not. So you got to give yourself some grace when you're first getting started, that you're not going to be great right off the bat. Like, give yourself some time. Yet someday you'll look back at some of your first videos and you'll go, oh my gosh, that was not great. And that's okay. It's part of the learning process. I happened to be in a group chat today with several ladies that are in the Legacy Builders program. And they were talking about a training that was given yesterday that I missed. I got to go back and watch the replay. But it was just another community member who's been in digital marketing for about a year. Before she joined digital marketing, she didn't even have a social media account. Her daughter one day told her, I signed you up for a TikTok account. She said she had never even been on social media. And she started digital marketing. Well, she just had the secret sauce. At some point, she just really took off. She had 3 jobs trying to support her kids. Single mom. She was able to, so successful at it, she was able to leave all 3 jobs and now, does digital marketing full time or 2 hours a day. And so she did a training yesterday, which I've heard is just amazing. And she it's a 2.5 hour training on social media. So if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't really know that much about social media. This is all new to me. I just come on here to look at food pictures or cute puppies or whatever. Like, this is all inside the community. This is why we do this. This is so you don't have to have those training wheels on for so long. It gives you a little boost, right? A little help. Get you started and get you on the right track and get you going quicker. And so this is a woman who's just been very successful and is not getting paid to do this training. And we have training on Pinterest and TikTok and Facebook and LinkedIn, YouTube. That's all inside the program. So I always like to give you a little snapshot of, maybe some of the objections you might have, like how they can be addressed inside the program. Okay, what else? And then, speaking of the chat that I was in, the group chat that I was in, there's just a couple things that I pick up on here and there. Most probably because I'm a coach, and so I've trained my brain to listen to what people aren't saying sometimes more than what they are saying. But I just want to encourage you, no matter what you're really trying to do, if you've got somebody willing to coach you, if you've got somebody that's come before you and been successful and they're trying to mentor you, be coachable, be mentorable. Don't think you can go it alone. I've done that, and it gets you nowhere pretty quick. I've thought, I don't need to do that. I don't need to listen to that particular part of the training or whatever program or training course I was taking. I already know that. I've been in leadership for years. I don't need that part of it. And I was wrong. And we all need it. We all need even the refresher sometimes. Even if we think we already know, there's always another perspective and something that we can pick up from someone else. So plug into your community if you have one. If you don't, this is what I love so much about the Digital Growth Community. The program is it comes with this amazing, very interactive community with these trainings like she gave yesterday for 2.5 hours. That, it's not training that happened a year ago, because things were different a year ago on social media. Like, it's always changing and updating, and that's why it's good to be part of a, an interactive program that you're always getting updated information. Hi there, thanks for joining. So plug into your community and be coachable. We've got amazing people inside the program who are willing to share their success, share the things that they've done that have made them so successful. And let's see, what else do I have? Oh, and speaking of inside the program being successful, we are on our 90-day run right now. So the goal of the community for most people is to earn 30K in 90 days. Some people have chosen 100K in 90 days because they've been in the business a little longer. I broke this down the other day on a live, and I still have my notes right here. So 10K a month times 3 months is 30K in 90 days, right? That's the easy math. That's me, easy math. And then if you divide that 10K, that's 11.11 sales. So let's just say 12 sales, right? The average amount of sales leads that you need in this particular program, average, some it's less, some it's more, is about 20 leads until you get a sale. Depending where you buy in at the program is how much money you're going to make. If you buy in at the most popular level of the program, it's $900. You make 100% profit back on your very first sale. So if you get 12 sales a month for 3 months, you're going to make 30K. And you're going to obviously make back your initial investment. So it's an investment in yourself. It is definitely an investment in yourself. Okay, so we are on day 3 of the 90-day run. And I was listening to her training, and she was talking about how, winners keep score. And there are metrics inside of the program that you can look at and see, like how many leads came in, and, in a particular week, like how did I convert? So if I had, 100 leads come in and I converted 2 into sales, then I'm only converting 50%, right? So then you got to kind of go step back and take a look at your content, and then maybe make some adjustments. But this is you got to start somewhere, right? So even 50% is nothing to sneeze at. But yeah, it's all inside the program. She's talking about that today, or maybe that was yesterday. I think I'm a day behind on some of the stuff that I need to listen to. Moving is so fun. Moving has been taken over my life. I'm so lucky that I have a business that I can do in 2 hours in the 2-hour increments that I want it to be. And I've said this before, but I typically break my 2 hours a day up. Like I do about 30 minutes in the morning, and then I do the rest of it in the afternoon, just because I can sit still longer in the afternoon than I can in the morning. Once I've got my caffeine in me, I need to go. I need to move. I don't like to sit still very long. So, winners keep score. We teach that inside the program. We teach you how to adjust your content if your videos aren't performing well. Like I said, so much training, all the social media platforms inside the program. It's a rejection-proof business. If you plug in, if you're coachable, remember you're not going to be good right away, but it takes time to build up those skills. What else was I thinking besides riding a bike? Like, obviously I talk about the podcast and how it's something that you have to do for a little bit to get more comfortable at. I remember when I very first started interviewing people, and I'm not shy really. Like, if you get me like around people I know really well, definitely not shy. That's when I'm more of an extrovert. I'm not shy at the grocery store. There was a cute little old man the other day. He was on speakerphone with his daughter at the grocery store, and she was trying to walk him through, like, this is where you need to look for this, particular item that she was having him buy for her. She made him a list. He was helping her out. And he said, well, I'll ask somebody, honey, and if I can't get it here, I'll go somewhere else and try to find it for you. It was so sweet. So he gets off the phone, and I say to him, do you think I might be able to help you find whatever you're looking for? He whips his phone around and shows me a picture of these San Marzano, peeled tomatoes in a can. I said, oh, I can help you with that. And I directed him, and it was the next aisle over, and I heard him over there, and he goes, I found it. So I'm not shy when it comes to that. Where was I going with that? Does anybody know? Oh my gosh. That is my midlife brain. It just comes and goes. Anyway, you gotta get plugged in. You gotta be coachable. You gotta remember you're not gonna be good right away. Oh, the podcast. That's where I was. It came back. When I would interview these people, the imposter syndrome would kick in sometimes, and I'd be like, who am I to interview this doctor on my podcast, right? Who am I to be? I had several doctors on my podcast. Who am I to, they're just people, right? But I would have to do this thing where I would have to take some deep breaths and kind of try to calm my nervous system a little bit. So you won't be good at it right away unless you have prior experience in another industry, but I promise you, if you are consistent, if you attend the trainings, if you're coachable, if you plug in, ask questions, ask for feedback, you will get good at this. And then one other thing I just want to say. This happened to me today, and this is my last little random piece of my live today, but I had a person follow me on my other account, not this one. And it seemed like a very genuine follow. And he asked me a question, and I engaged with him in DMs. And then I asked a question back. And then as soon as I asked that question, then he asked me another question. And I was like, okay, I know where this is going. This is you trying to lead me down a path so that you can tell me something. You guys don't do that. That's just spammy. Nobody likes that. Nobody wants to be manipulated and sold to. Like if you feel like what I offer through this program, what I talk about every day on my lives, is something that might be a solution to to some debt, to earning some financial security as you head into retirement, maybe to fund a family vacation at Christmas, to do Christmas without going into debt on your credit card, whatever your current situation is, if this program might be a solution for that, I invite you to get more curious and get my free daily pay blueprint. Request to get a copy of our most recent webinar that we had, a live webinar the other day. I can send you the replay. Get curious to see if this is a solution, but I'm never going to drop into your DMs and try to push it on you. That's just not how this program works. Nobody in this program does that I know of. That's just not the way it works. So that's all I've got for you today. I don't see any questions. I just want to thank you for joining me. I'll be back here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. If you would like to comment ready, I will send you over a copy of that free daily pay blueprint. If you're watching this on the replay and you don't want to wait for me, you can always visit my profile. The link is there. Remember to come over to YouTube. I'm at Terri Kellums, and subscribe so I can start going live on there. I would appreciate that so much. And I will see you all again tomorrow at 2 o'clock Arizona time. Enjoy the rest of your day.